Welcome into the Dice Dragons Guild. In this hall,
Is there a question mark on that?
we unite under one banner. Live by the die.
Die by the die.
Oh, choking. Oh.
How come I roll really well
On the last roll.
when I'm like
on
not
the big,
up to die?
On the big die.
Yeah.
On the big one, the chonker's not supposed to be bad.
I'm Izzi, your lore master, and this is the epilogue of Eleothis, Land of the Woven Suns. I rolled a nat 20 on my big, beautiful dice here.
You did such a good job.
With me today I have...
Cuba, I play Ayla Myrea. She is still alive, so she, I was gonna say is a glamour bard, beautiful red tiefling, and I rolled a 1.
Lost all the steam. All the steam.
My name's Amanda. I play Iolite. She's an Earth Genasi Circle of Stars druid, and I rolled a lucky number 7.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi, I'm Julie. I play Kethra Moon, a human Circle of the Moon druid, and I rolled a 18.
All right.
Hi, I'm Patrick. I play Malachi Morningstar. He's a Dampier Hexblade Warlock, and I rolled a 16.
And I'm Adam. I play Eldon Strockhaven. He is a human ranger Drake Warden, and I rolled a 3.
Okay.
So
And with us, we have in the background watching, soon to join us, D.
Surprised you didn't, for the final time, go the voice of the world dragon, Eldon Strockhaven III.
it's not something he would do.
He's not the voice.
He is the goddamn voice. He's just a guy.
We are going to roll right into the epilogue, see how folks would like to finalize this last chapter of our story. And to do so, I'm going to change the music, because of course I am. Bird song. You hear the chirping long before the light from the suns begins to change the hue of the sky. But the deep blues do indeed shift to warm marigold and canary yellows. Rays of sunshine stretch like fingers from the horizon and come to gently rest on the body of Ebolf.
Oh, I forgot about that guy.
Out in the field beyond the perimeter of Squall's End, book open alongside him, a restful face as you all took stock of those who had fallen in the aftermath of Moander, the Jawed God, the Darkbringer, as he crumbled into pieces of rot and slurry on the ground. Elsewhere across Eleothis, at that exact moment, in isolated hamlets or in cities of various sizes, large and small, minions and high minions of the Church of Moander watched as their flock screamed aloud and gurgled their final breaths. Those not yet initiated turned and fled at this horrific scene. The priests themselves, scattered as they are, find themselves without a leader, but their charge remains. And one day, they will likely try to bring him through and back to this plane again. As is the ever evolving.
That's
Let's kick that can down the road for now.
like Gandalf said, this is our problem now. That's someone else's problem in the future.
It's much harder to erase a new idea from the world entirely once it has been dreamed up.
I mean, it's a rotty idea. It's not appealing.
As you all approach the body of Ebolf, there are some folks who had scattered. It seems as though only the mouth of Moander, Felicia, had been the remaining priestess here. The rest of the people had been infected in some way. There was a clear difference between those that had been initiated, those that had had a seed planted in their bellies, versus those that had perhaps been pierced with rotten tendrils. And so there was no one left to stand that would fight against you. But as you stand looking at the remains, you notice a small group of individuals that begin emerging from the trees to the north, just on the outer edges. There's probably 10 to 15, give or take, a dozen folks who very cautiously exit the tree line and are standing looking, as behind you this is not a quiet ending to Squall's End. There are fires raging. There's billowing smoke going up into the sky. This was not a silent assassination. And so these folks, as you look up and see them emerging, one in particular stands out to you, Kethra. A young woman about your age who you recognize immediately, despite the obvious changes to her face and body. She wears a kind of almost a half leather covering. You can see that her hair, long and brown and curled, cascades out up from the side, the right side, but her left side seems to have been scarred in some fashion. Cuts along the sides of her chest, and you sit kind of staring at each other with this other group, armed individuals, but everyone just stopping and looking at you all as you see Opharilla looking shocked, like she's seen a ghost. Her skin just drains of color, and there's a lot of like looking back and forth amongst her group as they stand and behold you all. What do you do?
Kethra would be staring at Opharilla in just shock, mirroring her, just skin white, and before she can do anything, Nyx would run up to her.
Her facial expression, she breaks eye contact with you as Nyx runs up, bounds, and leaps into her arms, and she just is like caught off guard, and taking that in a moment just squeezes him so tightly. And you can see off on the one side of her face, tears start falling from her eye, her visible eye. And she turns to look. Someone next to her like places their hand on her shoulder, an older gentleman, and And then she turns to look at you and just like runs across this field to you, and squeezing Nyx in between the two of you, embraces you with one arm and is just crying, sobbing into your ear.
She would just hold her and say, I can't believe you're here.
You can't believe I'm here. I can't.
I thought for sure you were dead.
I thought you were too.
I thought I was a few times, but that's kind of neither here nor there. But
What do you, how did, I don't understand. And she calls back to her group, and she says, Papa! And you see the rest of the folks like starting, they're still looking cautiously at the rest of you. And she says, this is Kethra. And his facial expression shifts as this like bearded human, and beside him there are like half elves and dwarves and halflings and half goblins. They're like walk forward, this group of just variety of individuals.
Are they armed like we're armed, or are they armed like peasants?
No, they're armed like
Adventurers?
not adventurers, but like they are armed with swords and weapons, not like makeshift weapons, actual weapons.
Pitchforks and torches.
Yeah, no, they have swords and spears and you know, halberds and whatnot, but you can tell that they've been made or created at home, kind of, not by somebody who's a super professional. But she just kind of cups your face with one hand, and she says, we saw the smoke, and we've been kind of just waiting for something to happen over here. We've been watching and not really understanding, but knew when I escaped that night, I told my family, and, you know, they believed it was best to just leave things be. Your father,
I'm glad you did.
he was known to be a problem, but we've been watching them as they... I think your mother let me go. She looked just like you. It was a bad night. But this woman came out of nowhere, and I ran. I could hear her screaming behind me, but she looked just like you.
It turns out that resentful bitch wasn't as much of a bitch as I thought she was. So that makes sense.
I wouldn't be here without her.
And Kethra will think to herself, wow, Gemma, you've done the impossible. You've redeemed yourself in my eyes. Thanks, Mom.
Opharilla looks to all of you and kind of just introduces you to her. There's so many names, and you're all trying to recover from, it's one of those in one ear out the other situations of the only one really that matters here is Opharilla in terms of your friend Kethra. Do you need help, or kind of turn back and look at the building, some of them still crackling and embers flying up into the sky. The fires are unlikely to spread because of just the extensive rot that surrounds this area. There isn't living trees or even dead like grass. It's all...
Is the rot like wilting away, or is it just staying as is in place?
It wasn't like the magical rot that if he touched you, this is like, it's as if this grass and these trees have been dead for.
So any magical rot though would have like withered
Yeah,
away.
it's gone.
Okay.
You're welcome to come back with me.
Let me introduce you to my friends.
Okay.
Just come on. I know how much you hate this shit. Let's go.
She follows you over holding Nyx. And you all are introduced to Ophrilla. Alive and mostly well. Recovered in all the ways that matter from whatever hardship she endured. She explains, are you going to go back to their village? I mean, just as do you go with them across? And
Kethra will, yes.
it's not far. It only takes a couple
Eldon will
of hours.
follow
to get
after. He needs to dig a pit or a grave big enough for Theratrix. Or
Oh, they will
actually
help you
instead-
with that.
Instead, he's going to build with the scrap wood from the destroyed buildings, he'll build like a pyre around him
Okay.
and
So
ignite
just
that.
we hang around for that before we go.
We'll help you with that.
Yeah. It goes much faster if you're willing to
My
accept
negative strength will help you with that.
Moral
It-
support.
if you're willing to accept the help from the folks from her village.
Yeah, he'll build the pyre, and he will take up Kai's before he does that because he will talk to him alone.
Okay.
Like he'll ask for privacy for the others, and he'll talk to him one-on-one. And then building the pyre and then ignited it. I imagine as the flames like burn what's left of the body. Like I don't know, just for fun, I imagine like the smoke taking shape of like a vague winged dragon that like gently floats off with the smoke into the sky.
It's the end of Dragonheart, where he's like, "Look to the skies, Bowen."
I haven't seen Dragonheart in so long. I forgot the movie until you actually did the voice. Fuck.
As you watch the smoke take flight and dissipate into the sky, you hear a voice in your head that you will recognize immediately. It's time to pay what is owed, young man. As the voice of Iara cuts through the crackling of the fires.
She didn't even wait for the fucking next day.
Oh no.
She's like, that meme.
Zero bereavement time. Zero.
You'd be surprised at how many folks try to wriggle out of a deal when death comes for someone else.
Do what you have to.
You feel a kind of a sigh that escapes from you, not one that's in your head from her, and feel almost like a release of energy from your entire body that tingles and then feels like if you could reverse what it feels like when a mist hits your skin. And her voice comes to you again, not gloating, but just content. As she says, I have circumvented it. Theratrix's soul. The last echo of Vascan Veterix. Still humming with potential. It's tucked away, but don't worry. You'll feel it for a while. The hollow spot where he used to sit. quiet. The way things used to burn just behind your eyes.
This god is such a cunt.
Excuse me, that's my creator.
This was never about robbing you, Eldon. You knew what you were handing over. You just didn't know what it would feel like after. Still, I think you got a good deal. You get to live. And not just survive. Live. Quietly, out of the way. You told me once that you didn't want your name to be called out and remembered in a way that held you to glory. Just to have peace, a simple life. Most people who say that don't mean it, but you do. You might. Theratrix will not be wasted. I'll put him to use. Something important that should count for something. And maybe, when it's your time, I'll let you see him again. Not a promise, just a possibility. When the last ember fades, right?
Eldon is not going to respond. He's crushed.
Make an insight check. Or even
We're rolling.
a religion check.
Sorry.
Dice for that. Just a 12.
12. You are not extremely learned in the ways of the siblings themselves necessarily. And there's a lot that you all believe in terms of what happens to people, or what some would describe as the soul when you die. Some believe that it is transported to your version of the thereafter. Some believe that it is pulled down into the hells, although depending on what you've done. Although that also could be incorrect, because the hells is a plane that you can go to. Some believe that it goes nowhere. Or some believe that you just are reborn and you come back and you do it all over again. And perhaps they are all true. What it means for Theratrix as a non-humanoid is more of a mystery than for the rest of you. But if she stopped his soul from going somewhere, it could mean that his soul is closer to where it could be accessed again, as opposed to ending up in a more final place. What that means.
Would Eldon intuit that he could still try to bring him back? Because I believe it just takes a willing soul. The person has to be willing.
It's possible. It's not clear because we're talking about dragons.
Okay.
But there are people who perhaps you could ask. Pyrathorin, for all of his arrogance and communications with Theratrix, is a dragon, and the only one that you know. And the gods like to act as though they are the end-all be-all, the ones who created everything, but And there are some that believe that, but there's little evidence to support it.
Well, I know what Eldon's mission is going to be until he finds out. So, fucking gods.
It also raises the question of why she wants this in the first place.
Oh yeah, I thought about that plenty.
Mm-hmm.
She just wanted a pet.
So you all spend an evening or nights. You travel not that far to Ophirilla's town. You are given a place to sleep, plenty of food to eat, a place to relax. What do you, as the days progress, the months, the weeks? What do you do?
In the coming days and weeks, there's only going to be one thing on Kai's mind, and that's the pending nuptials of his sister.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with the events around his birth at a family wedding.
Gotcha.
He would make plans to be there that day, hopefully unnoticed.
Okay.
Let's find a disguised self scroll.
Go
Whether
ahead.
or not other people come with him, that's up to the storytellers.
Does anyone go with Kai as he attends the royal wedding?
Kethra would go with him.
Okay.
She can't let you go deal with that shit alone.
I'll go too.
Okay. The wedding. Oh, anyone else? Or is Iolite? Okay. Iolite does not go.
Well, when is this? Like,
It's a couple of
It's
months
only a
later.
couple of
We're not.
months.
It doesn't have to be in chronological order. I'm just gonna describe. And
she'll go because we made a sibling connection, so she's going to stick with you through that.
okay. Would Eldon have gone with Kai to his sister's wedding?
Is that what's happening?
It's a
some
couple
of
months
us.
later. We're
I was gonna
we're
say,
jumping
I
around.
take a quick phone call, I come back in, and now we're at a wedding.
Yeah.
Also,
A couple
the
months
later.
later.
Rains of
Later.
Castamere start playing.
Yeah, right? I've seen too many fantasy weddings to know that this is a good idea.
You see why Kai wants to go to that wedding.
Roll for initiative.
All right.
Everyone except Iolite is going so far.
I don't think Eldon would.
Okay.
He's got pressing matters. He would find a way to send a message maybe to Kai.
Well, you all could have had the conversation the night. We're just jumping around not chronologically.
All right.
So if you had a conversation and just said
Yeah,
you're not.
yeah.
So
I
Kai.
think Kai would understand. He's got Eldon's got shit to do at this point.
The wedding of Mallory Morningstar of Devenia and your Samar Nui Thria was a magnificent affair held in the month of Ancients. It was presented as a tribute to those many ancestors on both sides whose lives lived allowed for the coming together of these two blessed souls. Banners of deep violet and garnet red with gold-flecked stitching filled the capital of Aurorhas, the violet representing the Devenian colors, and the garnet dark, deep red, interestingly enough, representing the Apranan colors. Go ahead and make a stealth check. We'll say with advantage because no one's looking for you. You've been prepping for this.
I know the layout.
You know it, yeah.
It's going to be 14 plus 7, 21.
Okay. Within the capital of Aurorhas, you see on the dais where your sister stands looking absolutely beautiful, as you would expect. And her soon-to-be husband, a half-dwarf, half-elf. Behind them, in larger-than-life sizes, are these banners that There's almost an interesting, like, a strangeness to seeing your face very intricately and beautifully stitched on a banner, looking stoic and regal and healthy, very healthy glow in the cheeks.
Kethra would absolutely comment on that. Go, it's really fucking weird, dude.
Isla on the other side just going.
Just from the like just a bust, and beside that a likewise beautifully stitched bust of your mother, Kethra. The first time you will have seen Kai and Mallory's mother. A gentle smile looking out across the area. A couple of other banners representing folks that are Apranan that you don't quite know who they are. Would need a little bit more history book reading. And there's something about that smile almost that brings you back to that dream of your grandmother and the smile on her face as she was holding the baby Rebecca, the rosy cheeks, and that kind of moment of calm that she has when she gets to dream, hopefully only of the good times. It's a beautiful ceremony. Your sister, you watch her speak aloud these very elegant and poetic vows that perhaps she wrote, but they seem to have a little hint of one of your teachers. Mallory is a little bit more blunt. She has a winning smile that never falters. She is perfect at this. And when the vows have been read, the Apranan piece is a lot more jovial, lively. There's a dance that the prince does with other dancers that come in. There's this interesting juxtaposition between the kind of stoic way of the morning stars and this very boisterous way of the Apranan people. The queens are there alongside the queens of Aprana, alongside the queen of Divenia and her husband, and your uncle, Klaus, among others. I'm going to make a roll to see if Mallory sees you. You see your sister's eyes as the ceremony kind of comes to a close, or just that ending piece where like everyone gets to watch, and then they will retire into the castle for the banquet that only VIPs are allowed to attend, of which you for once will not even be, it won't even be a pretend invitation for you. The banner says you are dead. And she sweeps across, looking out, that practiced smile, holding the hand of her now husband. He very excitedly raises the hand up, and everyone cheers around you. Does Kai cheer for his sister?
I'm assuming we're with the rabble in the courtyard, looking up.
You're watching as commoners.
I don't know if we try to sneak in and get a tower view or something.
Well, that would be.
That's entirely up to Kai.
That's depending on how risky you all want to get. Kai has ways to get away.
There's a moment where her eyes kind of rest in your direction, but then sweep past, and you believe that she did not see you. No one has seen you. As the crowd begins to clear, you see your sister turn, the prince turn, the queen steps forward with her son and her king, or not king.
Prince consort.
Prince consort. The two queens of Aprana also step forward in that just, waving to everyone as it's time to go inside. And the rest of the time you're looking around, you can see there are Apranans. It's mostly Devenians, as it would be. It's being held in the capital city. But there are Apranans there. And then you hear this loud, these fireworks that go off. And it's almost like the Devenians are like, what is... as the rowdiness and liveliness of the Apranan people kind of take over. There's people up on stilts, walking through the crowd, and there's flowers being thrown of purples and reds and golds, and it starts to get very rowdy as everyone begins celebrating in a more Apranan way, a
Not
less
supposed to have fun at a wedding.
subdued way. And you see the royal family head into the castle. As the night progresses, what do? Do you try to get closer? Do you just kind of keep an eye out?
If he wouldn't be able to kind of sneakily get a closer look, one thing he would want to do, whether it be through magic or not, is he would go into her room and on a music box that she has on her desk, and he'll leave one black feather across it.
Leaving behind your companions, that would not be difficult to do. So, one moment he's there and another he's gone, and you're not unsurprised by this.
Just Kai things.
Yeah. You have the ability to go invisible, correct? So you, there are many safeguards, but you know of them. And just kind of holding on to the stealth check you've already made. You are able to do that. You leave the feather. It is a lively and exceptional night with no issues. When Mallory and, we'll say, the next morning, when Mallory wakes up and pulls herself out of bed, giving her new husband a little kind of pat on the shoulder as he sleeps.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah.
You did your best.
Great attempt.
She walks over to her her vanity, sits down and starts kind of brushing her hair, and sees the feather. And in one of those moments of at first confusion and then realization, she stands up and runs over to her window and opens it, just looking out. But she's just looking out over the kingdom of Aurorhas and her city, her people, and you're out there somewhere, but she does not see you. Unless you want to be seen.
I'm right behind you.
Not this time, but
Not this
I doubt
time.
it'll be his last.
I'm
time
always
that he
here.
pops in.
Okay. And you guys can coordinate. So I know we're kind of doing your one up, but wherever you end up, who wants to go next? You can also do flashbacks to any conversations you have. It's open.
I think. So this is 2-3 months.
We're
later.
jumping all over.
Right, I'm saying the wedding is
2 months later. Yep.
Later.
In Ancients.
You didn't come and you didn't come, so we had parted ways. Some of us at that point. Ayla would then part ways after the wedding, utilizing civilization for a change to finally make the trek home, part ways. I would also have liked, before the entire group separated, to purchase a means for everyone to communicate or locate each other.
Okay.
By whatever magical means, because I've got almost 5,000 gold to spend, so whatever I can find somewhere to buy us all magic rocks that connect together or something.
I was gonna say ye old pager.
Ye old pager, ye old
Beeper.
magical bat symbol or whatever.
It is
tracker.
definitely doable. It depends on how long you stay together. If you're all going separate, like that kind of thing is going to be found in like a city. So
Right. Leaving, what is it, Swallow's End or whatever? Squall's End.
Swallows? There's like a
We've
swallow
only
and
been
swallows all at the
headed
same
there
time. I
for
was
3
like,
years.
that
can't
took a
remember the
turn.
name.
Leaving
Swallow's
there, I mean, I imagine we would stick together long enough to get back to a point of civilization, then I'm
well, that
assuming-
kind of depends.
So
So the way that the map is, to the north is Rorhas, where Kai's family is. To the south is where you came from, which is the closest place is going to be Rilsk, which is going to be a bit. Although you can go back the way you came, but they're two separate ways.
Okay, well, that
so
makes sense.
it's
Hey,
kind
maybe
of
this Eleothis DHL. You can always just ship it.
Well, the night that we separate, Ayla says to you, it has been a long road at this point. You know that you are always welcome in Summerland. We believe that brotherhood and sisterhood is not through blood. You are a sister now, and you will always find a home and shelter there. And we will find each other again.
She gets a little teary and just hugs Ayla. She's like, we will. We will.
And before she parts with Eldon, I do not know what else to say. If you have any... If I can help in any way, with any resources that I have at my disposal to help with your quest now, you only need to reach out. You will know where to find me.
I will. Thank you.
He was a sweet boy.
He was.
And before we had gone into this final suicide mission, she had sent her journal that she has been keeping like the entire time, which is super accurate because she's been using the quill,
Yep.
memory quill.
Super accurate to her narration.
yeah, right.
Well, it does write down your memories like as
Now, see,
you
did
see them
actually write
perfectly.
a journal though?
Yes, because it's
no,
not.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, did I? No, fuck no.
Because I did. It actually, admittedly, stopped a long time ago, but Eldon kept an actual journal with the flower.
Get snacks in there. I thought you
The
had
flower that he
Aw.
kept and pictures that he made of Theratrix that are really bad. Because if you remember, canonically, Eldon is a bad drawer. So he drew pictures.
Oh.
But remember when we were on the beach in Beachmere and I rolled like a nat 1 to draw
Yeah.
or something like that? And I wrote like actual, like the journal of like our stuff that we did.
Aw.
So I was hoping it was going to come into play. At some
In
point, but it never
universe,
did.
Ayla did because the pen in her hand writes for her.
Yeah.
Out of universe, for our after session, I brought my notes from the very beginning that I stopped doing halfway through that we can peruse, and I looked up. Oh, there's some shit in there. Anyways, so Ayla had sent that beforehand. Pretty much with like a note scroll on top of it to her mother in the village saying, open me. The note pretty much said like, read through this journal. If I don't come back, I'm dead. And this is just be on the lookout for this great evil rot god and everything that comes with it and whatever. Approximately close to a year after she sent that journal, her mother and her father would be in the village, and very dramatically she would step through the threshold of their home for the first time in over a year, because it'd been over a year since she left, and a family reunion would be held there. Her mother probably already resigned to, it's been a year since I got this journal, and she is not coming back. She just steps through the door.
I'm home.
Bless you.
So she goes back home, and I'm just, I have no specific wedding event like Kai had over there. But over the weeks and months coming, she would go back to the Starlight Concert Hall. I'm assuming, what's his face?
Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Segalt.
Would not be overly happy of her return, but everybody else,
They're all happy to
they're
see
all-
you.
even he's happy. to
He's
see
not.
you.
If you want to take over things, I mean, not so much.
Well,
but-
she's going to scour through the office of Melpomene, because we never really did a thorough.
Oh, that stuff's in a box now.
Yeah, I mean,
It's been a year.
I would say
there's just ashtrays and cigarette butts everywhere.
you're actually interested to see that Segald, yes, is there, but Melchior has come back. Melchior, Sherry Singer, the former owner of the Starlight Concert Hall, has come back, and he has not renamed it, or named it back to what it was when he was there. He's embraced, but yeah, all of her stuff would be in a box or two that's hidden away, easily enough grabbed. But
Is he like running it again?
yeah,
Okay, so he's got like the deed.
yep.
Okay.
I looked a little pause.
Yep.
I mean, I don't unless you didn't. Did you have the deed?
No, she was going to look and see, like, if
Oh well,
there was something.
there's no owner, and so
somewhere.
basically, I mean, if it all right. So if Ayla would like to part own it, Melchior is happy to have that arrangement. But it was a year that you were gone. It didn't just stay waiting. It
Yeah.
didn't just stay waiting for you.
She would propose a part ownership of it. She would also go through, and actually she would take all of Melpomene's shit, because she wants to go through everything for hints, clues, and to get into her mind. She had, at one point in this game, told Muriel to go to the concert hall, and I would hope that she listened and was performing there and everything. And even though it's not going to taste good, Ayla does give her this potion that we made that makes her famous.
Okay. So one night when Muriel is performing,
Muriel.
Got her back.
What the hell? I leave for 1 minute.
I just gave her the potion of famous.
Oh, all right.
we'll say the next day when that potion, you gave it to her like right before her big kind of debut as the star of this show that's being put on. You are watching the show, everyone enthralled by the voice that Muriel has been perfecting over the past year as kind of more of a side person, a background helper, we'll say, to...
She went from a fly girl to J-Lo.
In the audience, you are looking out just, it's a combo move when you are a mentor to someone, of watching them and watching the folks, especially if it's in theater. You're going to be watching her do her thing, but then also watching the audience. And there's a flicker of gold in the pews, we'll say, as everyone is watching, and you see Vithalion looking back to you.
The one that
Out
got
in
away.
the crowd.
The one that flew away.
When it takes so much to not just go out there to the audience, you have to let the show conclude and continue. But once the show is done and Muriel has come up to you and just with a big smile and standing ovation, everyone, you make sure not to lose track of where Vi is. And she meets you out in the after party, kind of. And as she steps forward in her tiefling form, obviously, a little bit subdued in her clothing, not trying to stand out too much, as you had remembered seeing her just adorned with so much jewelry and decoration and gold. She has a little less as she comes over and says, "I'm so happy to see that you have survived your harrowing expedition."
You have no idea.
I do, in terms of danger. Beautiful performance. That's your mentee.
She is going places.
That she is. Absolutely astounding.
I just help push her along.
Well, I would be lying if I said I just came here for the performance. I don't want to impede on your comfort here, but I could use your help.
You have it.
I have a lead on Melpomene.
You got it!
Hell yeah.
Perfect. Perhaps
That was easy.
we leave tomorrow if you need to get your affairs in order here. It would require traveling into the Fey realm.
I have learned over the last 2 years that I can leave my comfort zone, and I am ready. And we will get justice done.
She is a sly one, but I have been gaining favor these last many months. And I think I am closer than ever.
Good. Let's bring her down together. Give me a day. Let me send notices, and who knows when I will be back.
Of course. Let's get a drink to cheers. To toast.
Hugs and tails.
Oh. They're like wrapped around each other.
As you have your after party and drinks clinking and whatnot, you see this like view of the Starlight Concert Hall. Very popular venue. The mayor is there on this evening.
Hot bear.
And
Everybody's so fun.
Remember? Do you remember the picture?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Valor as well, standing beside the mayor with their second in command beside them. And as you see them kind of disappear into the area where there's the after party itself, up above you see a hooded figure standing up on the Starlight Concert Hall looking across, that then spies something, wings flare out and leaps off the side and down into the darkness.
That's right.
As someone yells, "Help, they're stealing my purse!"
I am the darkness that flaps in the night.
The more things change, the more they stay the same.
Kethra will most likely stick around for a little while in Squall's End to help the poor innocent people left behind.
Of which there are very few. But Opharilla and her people are able to kind of take in whoever wants to stay with them until they can help them get back to wherever it is that they were originally from.
She would have made a deal with Kai that I'll be there for the wedding. Don't worry. I will be there. It's going to be real uncomfortable, but I'm going to be there. And when all the kind of the dust settles, she would most likely go back to that orchard. And she would make her little home there. Not a permanent thing, but just, she's never going to stay there forever, but just a base camp.
When you say the orchard...
The orchard outside of Squall's End.
Outside of Squall's End. Okay. The village of Elder Tree. I was looking it up, trying to find out, is Opharilla's home. And she is... It's been many years since you left. And she believed you to be dead. And life has gone on for her and her family and her village, but she's happy to spend as much time with you as possible while you remain. Even, do you leave one day? Is there a day that you leave?
Will end up leaving one day because she will keep her. She's now on a new little mission of, she hears anything about Melander or cults, she's gonna go handle that.
Okay.
She's gonna be real nosy about it.
All cults or just Moander cults? Because that's, you might be busy
You might
with
stay
all
busy.
cults.
Is she okay, so one evening, you and Opharilla hanging out in your home, just outside of Squall's End, you see it's been some time and like little buds of green grass are starting to grow. Life finds a way. So as it, vines and life is coming back to the land that had been rotted. And there's one day where you're looking out over where the seedlings of various flowers have started to grow up. And Opharilla just has like a cup of tea in her hand as you're looking out. And she says, "You're looking restless."
Is that obvious, huh?
Yeah, you're pretty obvious.
I've never been exactly subtle.
What are you thinking about?
A lot of things. I'm thinking about my other friends. Thinking about Eldon and Theratrix. What if they're all safe? But I need to go and make sure that this doesn't happen to others. What happened here? At least do what I can. You feeling like the adventure type, or are you just... Never mind, you're just chilling.
Now, hey. She, kind of does that bump into you a little bit.
And she's like, ooh, we're getting adventurous now.
I feel like we have some lost time to make up for.
Absolutely.
And I miss Nyx, too. I don't want you guys leaving just yet without me.
Well, you're more than welcome to come along. We'd love to have you.
All right.
It's not going to be comfortable, but...
I let go of comfort a long time ago. You see, she's made do with these adornments on her body, these new things that kind of cover the scars. While she's never gone into great detail, not necessarily because she's been afraid to tell you, but more so maybe up to this point you haven't asked. Maybe you never will.
Kethra wouldn't be the one to ask. She would wait for her to feel comfortable enough to say it to her naturally.
But you see that the damage done to Ophirilla's body is not one that you were unfamiliar with seeing. It was definitely the handiwork of your village.
She would comment on the adornments and go, "Looks hot."
She's found ways of, making the leather work look really pretty. I mean, she's done it herself. It's been important to her to do it herself. So maybe not the best looking leaves that have been, tapped into the leather, but hers all the same. You think Kai will join us out there ever?
He eventually does, always. You can always count on Kai to show up when you either expect him or you definitely don't expect him. That's just Kai.
Well, good.
Yeah. He has his own adventures. I have my own.
He doesn't say a lot, but whenever I'm around him, I kind of feel like he's telling a story. Just by standing there.
He has a lot of them to tell. You just gotta pry him out of them.
I'll leave that up to you. You're better at it.
If you say so.
Well, we'll be sure to pack enough tea, because at the very least, I can't without this tea.
I'm well aware. Then here. That was
And
Nick's.
bread. Yeah,
Thank you.
of course.
Such a pain in the ass. And then
Yeah.
she gets swatted in the leg. Fucker.
So, Kethra, Ophirilla, and sometimes Kai.
That's an interesting dynamic.
Very interesting dynamic. It is.
How does that work?
Well, I'm kind of more seeing it as like her and Ophirilla have just come to the point where they're like just extremely close friends, and their love for each other is like ascended past that whole lovers thing. And for all we know, Ophirilla met somebody too, and we can fold that little fucker into it too. We'll be fine with it.
They're co-parenting, Nick.
Yeah, we started this
Yeah,
group.
co-parenting Kai.
And Kai, yes.
Nick saying Kai. Shifting over, we have 2 remaining.
I think in the days following the final battle and everything with Theratrix, Iolite is going to be kind of like just with Eldon, like just sort of like wherever he is, she kind of is, and it's almost like you're waiting. There's like a conversation that needs to be had, but she doesn't know how to be the one to like it's almost like if you don't bring it up, then it doesn't have to happen because it's going to be a hard conversation, perhaps. And if we don't talk about it, we can just sit in whatever this is for however long, I guess. Until I don't know if he would say something, but
Roll a dice.
roll a dice for who has to say something.
Odds and evens.
Roll a d4. Who's evens?
Me, I guess. You could be odds.
That's a 2.
There you go.
That.
Well, you gotta at least set the scene.
Yeah. What is the
Oh,
what is the day?
You gotta do some legwork.
You gotta do something.
The day or
It can't
night?
just be your turn and then you throw it. That's not fair.
Why not?
Hey, you wove this story
Right.
together.
Yeah.
The day or night and
You're
place
like a
and
simp for 3 years, and you're gonna make me It's probably nighttime.
which moon is brightest in the sky?
Not Iara.
Not that
Not
bitch.
that bitch.
If it is, he's gonna be outside firing arrows at it.
I just see Eldon like,
Little old lady in the
Yes.
moon just laughing at your arrows.
Chaos, maybe?
Okay. Chaos is brightest in the sky. casting a warm orangey glow down on the space where you are.
Looking up at the moon. So it was hinted to me in a dream that Chaos was the one who created the shard, I suppose. That's in you.
She looks up at him, the moon. Interesting. Get any more detail other than that? Just a hint?
She wasn't very forthcoming.
I don't think gods often are, but
Well, you have all the shards now. What's your plan? Do you think Mori was telling the truth when he said that the Emprix of Cassia would come after you?
you know, I don't think anything he said was true. I think this is just me now, I guess. But
I like just you. What's your plan?
well, I know what I feel like I need to do, but I also want to know what you want.
What do you mean?
What do you want?
What I want and what I need to do are two different things.
Same.
I want to stay with you wherever you go. But I owe Theratrix. I don't know if there's a way to bring him back. That day of the battle, Iara told me at the funeral pyre in my head that she's holding his soul. She's holding it back. And that she has a purpose and a use for him. And I did make a deal for my connection with Theratrix to go to her when this was all said and done. But I did not agree that she can hold his soul this way. If there's something I can do, I have to do it.
Do you know if there's something you can do?
I don't. I know you and Kethra have the power to bring people back with magic if they have passed very recently, and I know that there's ways to bring people back even 100 years after. But this is a little different. So, as much as I want to stay with you, I have to do what I can. I have to do right by Theratrix. I owe him too much. I love you with everything. Theratrix is my brother. I have to save my brother, one way or another. I don't know how long that'll take. And I don't expect you to wait a lifetime for me. Maybe if you waited a little A little bit.
Half a
Maybe.
lifetime.
A little bit would be nice.
I think I could wait a little bit. I think I wish I could go with you. But I have to go home. I have to go back to the assembly. I can't just leave that all to Desi. I'm the reason it is what it is now. I'm the reason all of those brilliant minds and my family are gone. And I think with help, Desi can either restore it to something like what it was or make something new and beautiful there. But I feel like I owe it to him and to all of them to at least make sure it's okay. After that, I mean, I'll be free.
When I'm done, I'll come find you.
Okay. She'll reach in her pocket and she'll take out the sending stone. And she'll put it in his hands. Desi has the other one over at the assembly, so this one could be yours now. And then I'll ask if I can have that one from him. Unless you guys want to just talk to each other.
Hey, Desi, Eldon, put Ayla online. How are you?
Still don't like you very much. I like that. And when all this is said and done, we'll see where our life takes us.
I like that. You and me and Theratrix.
Yes. You, me, and Theratrix. And he'll cup her cheek and pull her in for a kiss. And I suppose, like, you know.
Fade to black.
Yeah, fade to black.
Fade to
If there was
black.
anything else.
And scene.
You have many days of travel ahead of you after that night, traveling south, back southward to Rilsk, where things have changed quite a bit. However long you stay in Rilsk, it is not safe to leave the city by boat anymore. But just a few more days travel after, when you arrive at Rilsk, the two of you, Euthris, the dragonborn broodmaster of war, she greets you. There's a disappointment in the story of Theratrix's demise, we'll say, no longer being there, because clearly you arrive without him. And but it's not the kind of disappointment of someone who it's a tactical disappointment. Theratrix is not there, and they've been having some challenges with Pyrathorin and Zuruk. Following
This flesh bag shows up. with this.
Powerless dragonless flesh bag.
following orders.
Just Eldon. He doesn't have
just
anything else
Eldon
now.
now.
I'm just...
We need your help. Where's Theratrix? You're shitting me.
But when you arrive in Skyhome, that is where the keepers remain. They are helping people to traverse through the mountain range as ever. The fighting is more to the east, where the tri-towers are, in land that the history books, depending on who you talk to, has either always been Emporian or was once a Pranin, and the Emporians took it from them. When you arrive there, they can, of course, escort you down to Dahim, which has not yet been taken, and you can take a boat from there, or we'll say you arrive. Zuruk takes you aside almost immediately.
Where's your fucking dragon go, bro? Why don't you borrow this dragon? It's like somebody who lets you borrow your car.
You've been gone 10 fucking days.
There's a dent in the fucking door. The roof's missing. What the fuck?
Zuruk and Pyrathorin, I guess what I would say, take you aside. Pyrathorin knew the moment Theratrix was gone. And you have a moment of private conversation with them.
He would have explained everything to Zuruk. The deal with the god, even though he's ashamed of doing that. He would. He wouldn't.
They know.
I mean, he would have explained,
Yeah.
because I don't even think Theratrix knew the well, he knew why, but it might.
Yeah.
It's more coming from
Zuruk lets you tell him everything, and he doesn't greet you with anything other than an embrace. And you know that the last time you had spoken to Theratrix about Zuruk and Pyrathorin, they had been a little on the outs, the two of them, but it seems as though Zuruk doesn't bring this up, but they no longer appear to be that way. Whatever Zuruk, whatever he had to kind of work through, it seems as though he's come to an understanding that maybe similar to one that you came to, where this was a dragon god, and you were the keepers presented it as if these souls were vessels. These eggs were vessels for the soul of Vascan Veterix, but really, you were. And whether that elevates or lessens your importance is really up for personal interpretation. But Zuruk has come to accept his role as the echo, an echo of the world dragon, because the echo will fade and the voice will continue on for however long the world dragon determines. When you describe to him Iara's language and then what she said, Pyrathorin does say in this deep voice that I cannot replicate, so
I get one of those handheld, scary
yeah, right.
A megaphone.
He seems enraged, not at you. It's more of a how dare she, how dare they take what is not theirs to hold. We are the voice of the world dragon. Together. It's as if the siblings forget that the power that cast Vascan Veterix down to this world came from Ina and Yol and them alone, who have not been heard from in over 300 years. Zuruk takes a moment to add on to that and just says, and would Iolite be, I said private, but would Iolite be there or would it be the three of them? Just whether he would engage. Would Iolite want to be part of that conversation?
Eldon wouldn't have pushed Iolite away. And
Yeah.
they've been.
Yeah, she'll probably just be.
I was gonna say, like
Okay.
in my mind at this point, they've probably been
You've been traveling for a couple
fairly
months.
stuck to the hip.
Yeah.
You know, like
In the waiting room.
I mean, they travel. What?
So you want to have a private conversation? She's like kind of in the waiting room, but here's this booming dragon voice.
That's a good point. Yeah, it just echoes through the caves, like you hear everywhere.
What?
So we just traveled from Squall's End together down to real, like it was just you and I. So like,
Yeah. It took a while. You were able to use the teleportation circle that you used previously, but
Well, back
Pyre-
through that town that did not
the
like
one that didn't like
visitors.
us, yeah.
yeah.
It's like sorry. So,
I don't have the dragon anymore. It's cool, guys.
yeah, yeah.
Zuruk kind of stands in front of you, separating you from Pyrothorn. You can see this massive dragon head behind him. Not that he's blocking you from seeing him, just to center your vision on another mortal person. And he's still so massive of an orc, but he has aged in even just the months that you were gone. In a lot of ways, the stress, you can see the white hairs coming in
It's like
more.
being president. Other hair always
Yes,
goes gray in the
yeah.
4 years.
Pyrothorn speaks the truth. This was not an item that a sibling can or should hold.
I regretted it as soon as the words left my mouth.
It is not on you. Gods are not unintelligent. And it is important that you survived the ordeal. That would have been put in jeopardy. What I need for you to understand, he kind of glances back at Pyrothorn, who does a little like that exhale from the nostrils and then like rears up so you can see him looking up over Zuruk down at you. To take something from the hands of a god is no easy task. And I believe we can do it. But I need for you to understand. If we commit to this journey together, the anger that will be brought down upon us if we are successful is world-changing. Are you ready to accept that?
I'll reach out and squeeze Iolite's hand and then let it go. I have to be. I owe Theratrix my life, and he is my brother.
It will not be easy. It will take time. It demands a lot of careful planning and consideration. The fact that we are even having this conversation and you have not been flattened before me, and myself as well, suggests that you are of little consequence to Iara at this time. They must not be thinking of you at all.
Good.
We will want to keep it that way. So, we must discuss with the powers that be, ensuring that we can have some divination to protect ourselves, hide ourselves. There will be a lot of reading, a lot of discussion. It will not be swords and arrows and fire breathing. And again, looks back at Pyrothorn, who once more, like a little head swing and the nostrils flaring, and then he kind of like stomps off a couple of steps to sit off to the side.
But I wanted to destroy stuff.
I want to do it my way.
I don't want to read. I want to kill things with fire.
We will need to be calculating. We will need to plan. This is possible. And if we do it, the skies may open up. You will not have time to get involved in the conflict happening to the east. We will need to make friends. We will need to reach out to other gods.
Let's get started.
Will you be joining us? Zurich turns to Iolite.
This demigod in her own right now.
No.
Good.
No, I won't.
Where will you go?
I need to go home to Cassia.
He looks to Pyrathorin. It seems our first order of business is to help a young lady get home.
Ooh, you get a dragon
Got some,
escort.
some AAA first class
Wow.
service.
That's good because I didn't know how it was going to go.
I was gonna say Eldon.
I was
Most
just gonna
guys
walk
just call
away.
a limo, but damn, you just have a giant.
Just go to
dragon.
Uber, but
We'll take
Dragon's
my-
fine too.
I'll borrow my dad's dragon.
It's one thing to have a private jet, but private dragon. Very nice.
Whenever you're ready. Pyrathorin will see you home. He'll see you home safely. And in the meantime, if you'd like to accompany her, I will begin contemplating our next move.
I'd like that.
He walks over to you, Eldon, just squeezes your shoulder, towering over you a little bit.
Take 12 hit points.
It's a good
You're a
nod.
peasant. Points.
John Connor gives the Terminator the high five, and he's like,
Yeah.
Your strength did not leave when Iara took what she did from you.
She took a part of me. I feel it. Here. But that hollow space won't always be empty.
That is true. We will see to it.
Thank you.
"Can we have the scene where Desi is washing dishes and he's just
That's what I
the
was
fuck?"
like. That's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for like just you hear the wings and just.
My garden.
My cabbages.
Oh, nice petunias.
Just planted those.
Zurich looks to you, Eldon, standing there, and begins to recite the Keeper's Oath. I am a keeper. I am the blade, the arrow, the shield for the innocent, a protector for those that cannot defend themselves. If blood must be shed, may it be mine and not of the faultless. Nothing will come between myself and this mission. I am a keeper of my fellow beings from this day until my last. He just, two hands on both shoulders, looks at you like and I hate to say it this way, but I'm going to, like the way you had always wished your father would. Zaruk gives you that with the promise in those words from the Keeper's oath that you will see this through together.
Eldon's definitely trying to hold back like that. Like he's like, get back in there, tear. Like as it like
I
just
can't
swells up.
cry in front of this guy.
Exactly.
He's too cool.
And he pulls you in for a strong embrace.
Yeah.
Cry, brother. It's okay.
And in the days that follow, you two take flight on Pyrathorin, who guards you on your journey across the mires, the blessed mires of Eporia.
As we fly over Eldon, it's gonna be like, so that's a Triceratops, and that's an Apatosaurus, and that's one's called a Parasaurolophus down there.
Watch this.
One looks up as
He's got his little flute that he used in the very beginning. Calling to him. He's just completely nerding out on pointing out all the different.
He's got his pan flute.
That's character.
you island hop a little bit from the shores of Eporia across the four. Whether or not you take a stop in Yamari Island, Ayla isn't there, but well, whether or not you're worried about that is kind of up to you.
You can visit my mom.
Eldon would ask Pyrathorn to stop at Beachmere
Okay.
to see, and I had her name in my mind, and now
Kodzi.
Kodzi, thank you. And he would
You
sense-
land in Beachmere.
Everyone runs.
There's a flap of wings that people look up, and there's a little freak out for a moment as you land, but then when you hop off, Kodzi is like, no, everyone,
It's cool.
holy shit.
I know this guy.
Is that Eldon? What the fuck?
Hey, Kodzi.
Wow, all right. And Pyrathorn like swoops his head down, and I am Pyrathorn, and she's just like, oh wow, nice to meet you. I had heard stories, but wow, okay. How are you?
Good and all right.
Good and all right. Wow. Oh, you. How are you?
Great.
You remember Iolite, right?
Yes. Very.
She looks very different now.
Half your face is gone.
It's very
Oh, it's covered, sort of.
glamorous and the brightness there. Okay.
Isn't she beautiful? I've been telling her that whole time.
Yeah. No, that's. I've never seen anyone who looks like you, so take
Thanks.
with that what you will.
If you look over at Eldon, he's beaming a big smile. I've been telling you this whole time.
Yeah.
So I heard a lot of rumors, a lot of stories.
I put a lifesaver in my mouth stupidly. I'm so sorry. Keep talking, Kodzi. That was dumb of me.
No, you're good.
I don't know why I fucking did that while we were talking.
It's the epilogue. Everything goes.
I don't see. I mean, this is Pyrathorin. I don't see Theratrix.
Theratrix fell in battle.
Oh.
Long story short, remember the fellow that was sick here in the village?
The one with the black, that they took away.
So funny story.
Is it funny?
No. That was a seed from a god of rot from a different plane of existence that me and my friends just stopped.
Wow, okay.
And Theratrix fell in that fight.
He
But
fell.
he was killed.
I guess I'm sort of following, but kind of not. I mean, she like kind of jams she had this long spear that she was using for spear fishing, whips her tail around, her lizard folk eyes blinking at you.
What power do you have?
Well, Bamel and I spent a lot of time in the water, so
I'm sorry about Bamel. That was our fault.
I appreciate your candidness.
It was a unintended side effect, not to be cruel sounding about it, of releasing Vasconveterix from his captivity. And it worked.
Good. I didn't really know, so that honestly that makes it feel better. He's not gone. He's back home.
Yes. And he's still within you.
Well, that's kind of corny. I don't believe that, but
You have his power.
I can live with it knowing that he's back. It wasn't great, but I feel better knowing.
Good. I'm glad. I'm sorry that it happened, but I had a choice to make.
So the Liberators were real.
Yep.
Those fucking keepers.
Well, things are a little different now.
I'd
And
imagine so.
if you ever wanted to find your way back, there's always a space for you. Things are run a little bit differently now. But, and then like look around the tropical paradise as opposed to the icy cold fucking mountaintop. But if you want to stay here, I won't tell anyone.
Yeah, no. I'm not going back. I can sun myself here. Thanks for stopping in.
Thank you for understanding.
Are you staying long, or? Pyrethorn goes, no.
Big man spoke. I think we need to be moving on. This one has a place to be. And I've got a new mission.
Well, good luck with that. Thanks for letting me know about Bamel. And, I mean, if you all want to ever come by Beachmere and just go fishing.
Fish Fridays. Was that what it was?
Yeah,
Fish
Fish
Fridays for the party?
Yeah. You're always welcome.
Thank you. It's good to see you, Cozy.
Good to see you too. Nice to see you. Looking radiant is really the only word I could use. Like literally. There's all these kids kind of running around Pyrethorn at this point. It was just like lifting a foot and another and
Desperately trying not to
yeah,
squish
like it's
kids.
time to go.
I don't like children.
I thought he was gonna recruit her, like he's going around like building a new Avengers team.
She's too happy here. You can't mess up. You already took your drink
She's
from
like
her.
in paradise. She's like, come on. I'm gonna ruin this.
Have
for
you ever heard of the Avengers Initiative?
And unless you wanted to say something.
No, I was just...
Okay.
We'll take off whenever we take off.
And eventually you do land, crossing over the green tides. You see the mountain range of that's like the backdrop of what the Sidereal Assembly was. There is an opportunity, you realize as you're flying closer to the shore of Cassia that you could stop by the home of your parents. Whether you'd want to land there on a dragon is in this moment.
Yes, I think seeing that will prompt her to think about, like, decide that she will write to them once she's back.
Eldon doesn't get to meet
No.
the parents.
You have parents?
This is Eldon. This is his dad's dragon.
So
That
as
was
the
part of dragon for
the wings of Pyrathorin, I picture the assembly not being surrounded by trees, but definitely there's a beautiful view of these, deciduous trees around, and it lands down with a heavy thump between the tree line and the road that you had originally come around when you very first saw Desi and his parents standing there at the threshold of the Sidereal Assembly awaiting your arrival. Today there's no one waiting for you because no one knew you were coming. But when you land, it has been so long, there's almost a bit of a catch in your breath when you see the building itself, because when you left it was the dark of night and you had not seen it. But arriving here and looking at this once very elegantly maintained and beautifully manicured building that housed all of these very intelligent minds, it is, you imagine that had you arrived sooner, it would have been more devastating what you're seeing. But instead you're seeing, yes, there are holes and there's burn marks and there's evidence that something happened here, but there is druidcraft clearly weaving its way through the wood and the stone and covering up any of the memories of that night to the best of their ability. Pyrathorin lets you off of his back and heading up to the front door. Do you just go in or do you knock or?
I think she would sort of like hesitate because it's like, what is the appropriate thing to do? I think she would knock.
Okay. So there's a knock and then there's a pause because
Who would be knocking?
yeah, who's knocking on the door? There's a quiet several moments where you can kind of hear someone calling to somebody else inside. Looking around, you can see, yes, there is evidence of people who are getting things started slowly. A garden, some animals back around, a cat, like that. At least it believes it lives here, like that kind of thing. And then the door opens, and unexpectedly to you, you're kind of looking up ahead, and you see the tip of a pointed hat, and you look down, and there is Dropple. She looks up.
Surprise!
Blinked eyes. She's got glasses on. She's got a book in her hand and like a flask in the other, and she looks up and sees you. And there's just a moment of just staring.
Silhouette of the dragon.
It's here to kill me.
And she doesn't say anything at all. It's just quiet. And you hear Desi's voice after a moment. Who is it? Dropple? And she's just staring at you. And you notice in this moment that she has a little bit of a little belly. A little baby bump.
Knocked up Dropple. Wow.
Oh,
And perhaps
everybody
that...
had like a oh shit. I had like a oh.
And perhaps there's just this momentary just staring of quiet, and then you see Desi kind of come around and stand behind Dropple, and look at you and go, "Oh my gods, Dropple, you're right." And she's just staring, and then she kind of like,
Having contraction.
My water broke.
"No, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave you guys to it. Okay, bye." And she's looking out. She sees Eldon. And she's just like a little bead of sweat that drops. And Desi just grabs you in this very, very tight embrace, eyes closed, just holding you tightly. And then again, one of those like pushes you back so that he can look at you, and says, "Oh my God," and just kind of like touches the mask that you've put on your face. Are you okay? I mean, what? What happened?
Oh, it's a kind of a long story that maybe I could fill you in on while you've been busy.
Yeah, we've been.
Is there anyone else here by any chance?
You hear that there are a couple of
Okay.
there seem to be other people in here. And then he looks past and sees you, Eldon, and in his Desi way, he has a very gentle smile that he gives to you. Not like the big beaming one, but just kind of the, I remember our last conversation smile of...
Eldon will walk up to him and put his hand out to shake.
All right. He takes your hand and shakes it.
And then he'll take a couple steps back because he doesn't want to get in the way of the conversation. But he
He's
also
like,
didn't.
this is going to be interesting.
Ayla looks away. Desi's like,
I know they both.
It's not that
they're both this.
You. She turns around.
She's like this. You're like,
Well, I mean, come in. You can't be standing outside. I mean, there's so much to
Do you guys?
share.
Should I park this thing? Do you guys validate?
He like looks past you and is like, "Oh shit."
Got 5 minutes.
Pyrothorn does like lean down to you and says, "How long do you need?"
Well, how long? A day?
I will return at this time tomorrow. He's gone. Just like a beat of wing, and there's
Poor Dropple.
dust. She disappeared inside. Come on in, please. Yeah, let's come in. I'm so happy. And Eldon, you get to see where we grew up. It's a bit of a mess, but it's better than it was when I got here. Come on in.
How long has it been at this point, like since he got back here?
So as you all, like, he settles in, he gets you drinks, and
Did you mean how long it's been since we left?
How long? Oh, sorry.
like
Yeah, I
a
meant
gap between when
like when Desi got back to the assembly and then now us like being there.
It's probably been maybe like a month.
Okay.
It hasn't been that long. Between when
feels much
you
longer.
yeah
It does. It feels
well
like-
because he had to travel
Right,
and you had to travel and kind of
Oh, but they were traveling for months on the boat, right? Because that's what it took us.
it took a
Yeah.
while. You guys have been
We
traveling
had
together.
the slow boat.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he settles you in, and just like kind of catches you up on everything, keeping it light at first. Dropple doesn't keep herself scarce necessarily. She does come over and like hang out with you all, but
What's the body language with her and Des do?
they are friendly. There's no, like, as far as you can tell, they're just friends. She looks like she's many months along, but also you don't really know how long gnomes create their babies for. Could be only.
Where are they hiding for Nelly?
Goodness. You don't see Fernelli, or do you ask about Fernelli at all?
Yeah.
Okay. Desi just says, yeah, no, I no idea. Haven't heard from her. I don't really expect to. And Dropple's like, yeah, I don't think she's gonna. I just happened across Desi on the way back, so, you know.
Is Kethra nearby?
Yeah, so. It would be weird if she showed up.
It would be weird.
Yeah, it would be weird. Yeah, she's not gonna. Anyway, so just passing through, or we sticking around?
Desi, could we maybe take a walk?
Yes. Yeah. Let's go.
Maybe like where our rooms were over in that.
Oh. Yeah.
Is it still there?
It is. I sleep in a different place now, but if you wanted to go see it, we cleaned it up. I just don't like to be in that hallway ever.
Yeah, I get that.
But we can do that. Yeah, let's go. That's fine.
Took the headmaster's chamber.
Yeah, it's headmaster now.
This is mine now.
He leads you up one of there's like two kind of staircases that go up and around. It was like a balcony that overlooked down into this open courtyard-esque. Not open air, but like kind of open floor plan. And along one of those hallways was where your rooms were. Leads you up that way. And he's talking, like the nervous talking. Yeah, when we got here, me and Dropple we'd been traveling for a while, and so one of the first things we did was like, we got to clean up we had to clean up, because it hadn't been cleaned up, and, there were some like animals living in here, and yeah, I don't really come up this way a lot, but, you walk by this one spot, which you would not know. But there's a like massive crater in the stone that Desi kind of looks at a little bit too long and then keeps going. That would have been where Mori was like pushed down into the stone from Kygeros. And he leads you over to your adjoining rooms, or adjacent rooms is what I'm looking for. What's up?
Do they, like, if she looks into her old room, like, does it look kind of the same? Or is it, like, everything's sort of...
It looks almost the same. Yeah. Nobody really went in there. Everything happened out in the hall. And it's mostly untouched. It's dusty. There's leaves from, like, an open window. But it's the same, but older. Sun faded a little.
She'll just kind of take it in for a minute. So what are your hopes for here?
Well, the observatory still is here. I wrote a letter to the Emprex already. I took some liberties with what I replied to them with, but I did trying to get some funding to hire some more folks and then start looking into the stuff we were already looking into before Kygeros got hung up on the shards. Really interesting notes. We can go through them together. I think they're really onto something. I mean, there's amplification, and like it can hopefully enhance certain magics. But I've heard that out in Posia they're working with this stuff, aether glass, and you got to mine it, so it's kind of, I don't know, I feel like there's going to be a lot of politics around it. They're sharing with Cassia and Kalia, and then they did an airship that just happened. There was a launch between the two over the mountains. But I don't know. I feel like maybe we could get our hands on some of that and do some more research, but it also depends on how long you're staying.
I guess I'm not sure how long exactly I can stay. You've done a lot of great work here already, and I think I would just really like to help.
Well, we love your help. If you could help us study, there are notes about the night that the sky split, is what Kaigeros said. How the shards went scattering, and they'd been watching. He wasn't really sure where it came from, though, or why. He got very fixated on what it could do.
I think as long as I don't have to be a guinea pig anymore, I would love to learn everything there is to learn about them and help get you on the path to making this place wonderful. I can't stay forever, and I don't really even know how long I can stay, but I'm here as long as I can be, and that you'll have me.
It's your home. You can stay as long as you want. You can come and go, and your room will always be here if that's what you want. And of course, I'm not going to experiment on you.
I'd like
I
to
mean,
see you
could
try.
I? Yeah, right. I mean, could I even do that? That seems.
See that gorilla-shaped shadow on the wall?
So Adropple's like, it's not like my, I don't know if it's my, like, is she like,
It's your business. Just say it.
He looks at you. He does that like, I don't understand what. Like what? Oh, yeah.
yeah?
No, she's not. No, yeah, of course she is.
But,
She just wanted to have a kid, so she did that along the way.
but who?
I don't know.
Is it yours?
No,
You sure?
I am 100% sure. Unless, no.
There was
Unless
that
something
one-
happened to me that I'm not unaware of, which would be a very big breach of trust. No. She wanted this, and she's happy. And I don't know who it was. And she doesn't feel like telling me, and I don't feel like asking. I'm kind of afraid. There were a lot of people we ran into. And she's a very personable person when you get to know her.
Well, good for her. I think I was just curious if you were involved.
Oh, well. Not that it's any of your business. But no, I wasn't. And she's not my type.
No? Oh.
No.
Yeah, I know your type.
She's what?
She just walks away.
Little cuckoo.
She starts walking back down to the room.
He shakes his head. There's a moment where he stops,
Bitch.
looks into your room. He lingers a moment longer. Looks into your room. Looks down the hall towards the window that he helped you down. And then kind of there's this, you're walking away, but he has this moment where he turns as you're going, and his heart beats a little faster, and then he closes his eyes and thinks of the words that Fernilli would say to him when things got a little much. And then takes a deep breath and follows you down the hallway. The next day, I mean, you all are able to stay. You have food and drink, and Desi talks about some of the tales that they have of their travels, and Droppel tells some tales. She never says anything about the fact that she's going to bring another life into the world. You meet a couple of other folks that are from Mernori, the town that was next door that you all purchase things from. That they're not magically inclined, but they want to help. And you have a quiet evening, a final night together.
That look.
Barry White starts playing.
There's not gonna be 2 pregnant people in this place.
You're a druid. I mean, you can self-protect.
Us druids have like
Is that a
a
thing they can do?
I would imagine.
Well, what plan B is now
level-
spell? What the
level
fuck?
spell is
dude?
that?
Come on.
I was gonna say, I was like, I'm not aware.
Look, if you
of
can
it.
choose to not have a period
let's
in this
just
world,
leave it at that.
you can choose to contracept.
Whatever happens, I like it to choose.
Fade
Whatever
to black.
happens.
More
Fade
fading
to
to black. And as we fade back into the brightness of the suns arriving the next day, Pyrothorin is waiting silently outside for your eventual arrival as you two, Desi, steps, he has another, shake of the hand. I wish you all the best. Truly. We'll take care of each other until you can come back.
Eldon smiles because that 6 months ago or however long it was, that would have twinged.
I'll take real good care of your girl for you.
Yeah, that would have gotten him, but now he just smiles and he just shakes his hand, and then he's going to pull Iolite into him and give her that kiss, that type of kiss when you know someone you ever have someone's going someone else is they're going on a long trip and you know you won't see them for a while.
Yeah.
Remember
That-
this. Yeah.
that kind of kiss.
Yeah.
And then he'll let her go. And then
You got your stone?
I do.
Desi, you got the other stone?
yeah.
Desi is on the other side of the door, oh, yeah. No, yep. I'm right here.
He's like, yes.
The next time you hear wings, that'll be me and Theratrix.
I look forward to it, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yes, you will. The eye roll.
You hop up onto the neck of Pyrothorin, who sort of shakes his head slightly. Mortals making promises they cannot keep. And then off into the sky. You watch, because it's encased by these trees, you don't have the luxury of watching for very long before they disappear into the clouds and beyond the horizon that the trees cut off from your view. And then Desi opens the door a little bit. It's like, you want some coffee?
Maybe some tea.
We got tea. And he turns around and walks in and waits for you. Kai, I know you had your sister's wedding, but I kind of feel like, what else? Let's end with Kai, because we know where everyone else is going.
So in the immediate after the wedding, he would help Kethra build her little homestead to start.
Just Kethra, Kai, and Ophrilla. And Nyx.
And eventually, a few weeks, maybe a month or two go by, and Kai, feeling a little restless, he tells Kethra that it's time for him to go. He has to continue on.
Say, I get it. I never expected you to just hang around. And I don't intend to just hang around either.
I don't know where I'll go or when I'll be back, but you'll be in my thoughts.
Same.
If you ever need me.
You know where to find me. Just make me one promise.
Sure.
You just turned down the death wish by like a lot.
I'll work on it.
That's not as comforting as you think it is, but coming from you, I appreciate it.
Enjoy your time with her.
It's not like that anymore.
I
know
know.
you were thinking it.
I know how much you care for her, and how happy you were to see her again.
She's my person. But you know what you are to me.
I know.
Now go be the Raven Queen's little bitch. And don't do anything stupid.
That I can't promise.
How about I word it this way? You don't do anything stupid enough that's not going to be able to let you come back to me.
As you wish.
Ophrilla will come over and give you a kiss on the cheek, whether you want it or not.
Take care of her.
Of course. She needs someone to take care of her for once. No offense to you, I just mean the family.
None taken.
She really just means I'm a hot mess and I can't be left alone.
Yeah.
I know that.
Yeah. That.
Why don't you tell her about my family?
Now that I have permission, I will. And you'd also hear, and Nyx comes running up to you. And uppies.
Do that. One hand, just holding him.
Cuba the cat does this.
Watch after our girl, Nyx.
And he'll just go,
I'll miss you too.
or he says, bring him back bread.
Sure. I'll do that.
And don't do anything stupid.
That was just Kethra again.
Yeah. Nyx like smacks Kai like, no, that was me.
And Nyx climbs up on the Kethra's shoulders and
And then ditches me for Ophrilla. Because that's to be expected now.
Kai walks off until they can't see him any further.
Kethra would say to Ophrilla, I really do feel like a little bit of his death wish has burned out. I wish that brought me more peace than it does, but he also, every time you think he's gonna die, he doesn't, so.
He won't leave you here. He won't.
Isn't that why I got you? You gonna babysit me?
Yeah, but...
She goes, I'm more likely to hear babysit you, and she'd push her.
Yeah, that's true. We'll babysit each other.
Let's go.
As you walk away, Kai, you hear in your ear, in your head, there's a drop of a black feather that kind of falls in front of you that you just let fade out of your peripheral vision. There's an issue in Dre Stella that I need your assistance with, champion.
I'm on my way.
The world of Eleothis breathes on, scarred, mended, and stubbornly alive. You stopped one danger among countless others, and in doing so, you brought this plane and those who live here more time. For laughter, for grief, for love, for mistakes yet to be made. The woven fates came together when the moment demanded it. And though this chapter closes, your lives do not. Roads will stretch forward, choices will wait to be made. And the woven suns continue their silent watch as the world carries on, changed but not finished. This is not the end of your stories, merely a period at the end of the chapters we all penned together.